Hello, farmers. Welcome back to Green Mountain Forest. Standing on top of our shed because, well, I can. Day 3 of fall has arrived, and I have the cash to buy the land over there. But first things first, we'll get to it here. Might as well show you around where I got all the money. Well, I've been cutting trees down around the sheep pasture out back here. I got all the stumps cleared out as well. Still have 4 sheep, a little bit of manure, no wool yet. But I have enough room back here, I believe, for a chicken coop, barn, whatever we decide to put down. And also the cow pasture I plan to put down as well. And a couple of things I may want to put back here. As you can see, I cut back far enough that we're almost getting up to the Three Brothers location. And I didn't know it was that close to the road back here, the way the road angles. But now we're getting more and more things in. You can kind of see things more clear, if you can, or if I can say that. There's the river that feeds the water to our pond over here, and our field over there, which I still don't understand how I got half the field fertilized and half the field not fertilized. But this is how our farm's is looking so far. I'm thinking the chicken coop will go, like I said, kind of next to the pond over here. And yeah, I think we are going to get into putting down a cow pasture here. Nothing crazy, one that holds maybe like 30 or 40, something like that. We'll feed them some total mix rations. We're not doing it for milk. We're going to do it for meat. Either I'm going to raise the cows and beef them up and just sell them to get a profit, or I may put down a meat factory and do it that way. Not this season. It'll have to be until next season. I don't mind if I put down the cows. We can make our own silage. We can make our own hay. I just have to buy the straw to make total mix rations if I want to do it that way. The other thing I want to show you is we'll head on down to our placeables here. Not the sell point. But this is the updated version of the carton factory. I did put it down. It is here. Just by updating it, it kept all the old inputs, so nothing changed there. Still need water, still need wood chips, still need logs, still makes the carton/cardboard, still makes the pallets. Everything is the same until you come around to the back, and this is where I got a little bit of a problem. Because before there was like a truck here and some like garbage around here, but now it's taking some of your logs and making them into fence post, which is right here. And the problem is the fence post spawn here, and the problem is, well, this is as far as I went with the cliff, so I got to come down here. I either may just take the wood chipper and chip up these trees and extend the land here so the fence posts have a place to spawn. So I don't know if by having another product that it produces, if it goes through wood faster or wood chips faster, but with it making this another product, it just gives us another thing to sell. And the fence post, same price as everything else, anywhere from $200 to $225 ish is what I'm seeing. We are on hard economy mode right now. So that kind of brings you up to date, really. I think it took me like an hour and a half to cut down trees. Bring trees down to the sawmill to sell them, cut up the wood stumps, go back to grinding trees and all that. Let's jump back up here to, well, yeah, that'll be fine. Jump right back into here because that's what we need to be in. But before we do, let's go to lands. Yep, this piece of land right here for $474,000. I'll buy that, thank you very much. Now we can extend. Like I said, the road, I pretty much want to bring a road to this corner piece right here. That's what I'd like to do. And also from that road, I want to have a road coming on down to the sawmill. So I have like a little bit of a circle. We will have like a dirt road coming over to wherever this knoll is. I think it's somewhere right in this vicinity right here. Hopefully, yeah. See my little mouse circling there. Somewhere right about there is where the cell phone tower needs to go. But that is not going to be a drivable road. That's not going to be like paved or anything. It's just going to be like a little dirt road that goes off in that general direction. And yeah, so that cell phone tower is going to cost me $100,000 to put down. Should not be a problem with the amount of trees we're going to get. And it makes $250 per hour. So after I put that in, basically every hour we will earn like $1,000 with all the placeables that we have down at this point. We got 2 power plants, and we get paid by the scrapyard, and of course the cell phone tower. So now the fun part becomes of kind of like the first few episodes. I gotta find my own way. I think kind of where we're pointing-ish in that general direction. But usually what happens is you start going along, and then you just start finding gaps in trees, and it's like, well, we'll go there, we'll go there, we'll go there. The next thing you know, you're a little bit off course. So I would love to get the road down to the sawmill first, but the problem is, yeah, it's going to be hard to do that the way I want to do it. So I think we'll just have to do is just cut down trees as we go along, and then come in here with the truck, take the logs out, kind of like we did before, and just have to take the long way around. But I've been kind of waiting for this moment for a while. Just to, it seemed like it was getting kind of tight around the farm, and when I was clearing out the trees the other day, and also I'm like, oh, let me go into the fly mode and see what's going on. I'm like, whoa, I'm getting awfully close to Wayne, Dwayne, and Shane's little three brothers area. So coming on down this road that we're going to be putting in, there's a few places that's going in here, and someone mentioned before about Wayne, Dwayne, and Shane, and I said, well, you haven't met their sister yet. I don't know how long ago I replied to that comment. I said, yes, they have a sister, and they do have a sister. And their sister is going to open up a little business down here, and her name is Elaine. So Elaine wants to put in a place where she can put like a seed hut down, so we can buy her seed, fertilizers, herbicides, stuff like that kind of stuff, and maybe food for the animals as well. So once we get a road in, she'll probably move in, have a house and like a little seed hut, fertilizer hut. Why can't I find... Alright, time to put the hut on. Where is this tree? Should be right here-ish. Wasn't close enough. That's your problem, Peanut. I know. You gotta learn to get closer now and then. It's okay to get close once in a while. Get up close and personal. So before, like I said, when we started this series, we were making the road on down to the sawmill. I really thought it would take us a while to get down there, and it wasn't that bad. Here, like I said, wow, how long is it going to take me to get there? I really have no clue. I think I'm going to make the road the kind of the same way we did before, is just get a path going, just get something, and then when I work my way back maybe, or expand, we can start making the road wider, kind of like I said, to the way of the sawmill. I probably should bring the case boom over here, and I can keep, you know, the sooner I take care of the stumps, the better. So maybe cut like down 5 trees, then grab the stump grinder, just get rid of them, because stumps can be annoying as heck. Even for the tree harvester that we have here, and even more so for the truck and trailer. But yeah, we should make plenty of cash from all the logs we're going to get from making the road. Basically, I got to make, like I said, one road kind of headed on down towards the beach. I want to make another road kind of heading down towards the sawmill. Now, I keep saying I hope to, because the lay of the land is going to pretty much dictate if we do or we don't. I may get there and also say, whoa, look how steep it is here. Not a good idea. And of course, a little bit of a side road / dirt road, if you will, going out to the knoll to put down. Oh, I didn't realize I cut the tree, and I was trying to cut it again, and now yeah, okay, that's good. That can stay there. But yeah, just like a little dirt road to bring for the cell phone tower. And I would like to get that down as soon as I can, because I'll be making money off it, so that's what we always wanted, right? And then once the extra cash starts coming in, I may actually look into putting down the chicken coop. I heard you cut, but it did not cut. Did you cut that time? Yes, you did. Yeah, because we can go ahead and buy the chicken feed. It's not too expensive. And then we can just let the chickens start doing their thing. But next year we should have enough, especially for that little field that we got over there. That little field. That's going to be wheat next year, so I will get some straw off of it to help make total mix rations for the cows, and the wheat will be for the chickens, of course. Yeah, so I think we'll just get, instead of getting a total mix rations mixer, a placeable, I think we'll just get the feed mixer itself. Because like I said, we're not going to have that many cows. So it'll just be a matter of getting some straw, hay, and silage. So the way I'm going to do silage, instead of making bales for silage, I think we're going to go ahead and put down a bunker silo. And when we cut grass, we can just pick it up with the loading wagon, put it in the bunker silo, and just have a big old pile of silage. I think that's kind of my plan. Because even in seasons, when you make a silage bale, you're gonna have to wait days. It's not instant like it is in the base game where you just wrap it up and it's poof, silage. In seasons, you wrap a bale, and depending on how many days you're playing per season, I think it takes 1/3 of a season. Is it 1/3 of a season to make a silage bale? So if you're playing 3-day seasons, it takes 1 full day to become silage. If you're playing 6 days like I am, it will take 2 days. And yeah, if your math is correct, you know how to do it, then you can figure out the rest, right? You got it? Good. So yeah, I think we're just going to put down a bunker silo because I think it'll just look better. Why not? So I mean, it's either I got to buy a bale wrapper, or I got to buy a loading wagon to pick up the grass and put it into the bunker and then compact it. So the road begins to the beach. Like I said, I'm going to try to get like sort of to the beach, but I may get like halfway there and say, all right, let's cut a path on down to the sawmill to have another access way, and then I can start driving down that way. Yeah, that sounds kind of like a plan, and eventually I can figure out the cell phone tower thing. Like right now, I'm not even sure. I may be checking out the map quite often. There's probably going to be a few jump cuts here, just so I could see. I mean, yeah, I haven't gotten far at all, have I? No, I have not. But I'm still heading in roughly the same direction. I just really want to go in this general direction, right to that corner. That's kind of my plan. Hopefully I can stick to it. I think after I cut this tree, though, I'm going to go grab the case Puma. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to grab some of these stumps out of here. And just make my life a little bit easier. So, let's see, it's like 9:30 in the morning. I have no idea what time I'll bring it back. Probably going to make a little bit more progress than I have. And I may have to go on down to the carton factory once in a while. I don't think I'll get a message saying no more room for not cartons or for whatever. I think it just shuts down, but I'll have to keep an eye on that when I can. Not that if it shuts down it's a big deal, because like I said, we're not making a huge amount of money from there, but it's just interesting to have. So I'm going to keep on cutting these trees down here. I have no idea how far we get, but progress is being made already. We are a little bit past the noon hour, so I thought I'd bring it back for an update. I'm actually back closer to the farm itself, and I'm actually starting to cut off the road I'm making, and I'm kind of trying to make a road up to where the cell phone tower is going to be. I made it pretty decent way, I think. Let's go ahead and fly up, because I got to see if I'm going the right direction to the mound. Looks like I got to go a little bit more to my left. But that's what we're shooting for right there. The farm is right there. And I just want to go right there. That's where the cell phone tower is going to go. Can we see? Not so much. Maybe if I go up a little bit higher, we can kind of see it. Yeah, so you can see in the distance where the road is going. Right on down to the, I don't know, peninsula down there. That's where we're trying to kind of go. There's the sawmill there. I think I made it about halfway. That's where I made it. But right now, I'm just trying to see right here. I need to go a little bit more to my left to get to where the cell phone tower is going to be. So let's hop back into the tree harvester. I have not brought down any trees to the sawmill whatsoever. I'm just here cutting away. I can probably check in a little while. Because I noticed this last night when I was cutting down trees and getting the cash to buy the land. I'd never really done enough trees to say so to count. But I said, you know what? They have a counter in there to see how many bales you made. Is there a counter in there to see how many trees you cut? And yes, there is. So I don't know how many trees I cut down yet today for the road. But I do know roughly how much, as of last night when I was not recording halfway through, making the cash for today, how many trees I cut down on the map so far. And I don't know, you can start guessing how many trees I cut down so far. I took a guess, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh, is that it? I thought it was more than that. But also, it's not a small number. I would say just this map alone, I've cut down more trees in this map than I have in my entire farming simulating life else on all the other maps combined. So still a good amount of few trees. Today, how many trees have I cut down? I don't know. 50 something, maybe. But overall on this map, I will say, well, I know last night I was at 1,100. Was 1,100 trees? I think I was at. So somewhere around there is where we should be. But yeah, when it got to be about noon, I got to where I was on the road. I'm like, well, you know what? I really just want to. If I get to down the cell phone tower, I can start earning money on that. There was a great demand down at the scrapyard. But the funny thing is, I go on the economy page and it doesn't tell me what the great demand's for. Now, it doesn't really matter, because the only things I got is whatever the carton factory's making. So, yeah, I don't know where the great demand is, or I know where it is. I don't know what it's for. Which is kind of odd, because that mod is on the Giants mod hub, so I'm not sure what the glitch is there all about. Yep, I need to bring the case Puma all the way back to here, or maybe start taking care of some of these tree stumps, or not backing up as far right now to try to put a pile of logs here. But on the main road going down the peninsula, I've been bringing the case Puma down along with me every once in a while and cutting down all the tree stumps to get them out of the way. So when it comes time to pick up the trees, it makes it a whole lot easier. So making pretty good progress actually this morning, I think. Just every once in a while, I got to cut to the map and just kind of see of like, okay, where was I going with the other road? And now with this one here, I pretty much want to fly up to try to see where that knoll of the hill is. Yeah, I got to stop backing up this far, and I'm wasting time here by backing up this far. Don't really need to. So I think today, basically, where it looks like we're going to end up doing is this cutting down trees. No surprise there, really. Have I got an episode without cutting down a tree? I don't think so. But hopefully next episode what we'll be doing is hopefully have enough money for the cell phone tower. I'll try to make some sawmill runs in between episodes. Since the cell phone tower only costs 100 grand, I don't need that much cash, so about 3 or 4 trips ought to do it. The trailer is kind of full already. And this is why I've been doing some jump cuts, because basically I get out every once in a while. Where am I facing? That way. And then I get my quote-unquote drone out and then just hurl on up here. Hurl? I don't think I want to hurl. Yeah, so the cell phone tower just wants to go on top of this knoll right up here. So not much further. Maybe it's still a little bit more to the left. I don't think I'm going to have a road go down to the scrapyard anymore. I think we're just going to put a cell phone tower up here. I think I really want the cell phone tower over on that knoll a little bit over there, but I think maybe this here. I'll see how see how we get along here. But yeah, I'll just keep going a little bit more to the left. So the other road is kind of narrow, as you probably saw, but the reason why I'm doing it, like, I'm not doing it narrow, but I'm doing it narrow enough so if I'm going to swerve a little bit to the left and right, because it's kind of hard to see roughly the direction I need to go. A compass is not going to help me either, because I don't have a point of interest to put in the map to say that's the direction I need to go. So yeah, I'm going to swerve a little bit to the right and left once in a while, and when I go back and make the road wider, I can kind of make it look kind of straight. I mean, the road doesn't need to be straight, but you don't want a lot of curves in it either. At least I don't. So basically, the road coming up here off the other road is going to be like just a tiny little dirt road, like a little service road to get to the tower when it needs service. That's all we're really shooting for. And then what I want to do when I finally get the road to the edge of the land, going down towards the peninsula, it's going to fork off, and we're going to have a road going down to the sawmill. That's my first log I put on the tree harvester today. Just fall off. Thank you. I will say there's not great demand at the sawmill. Well, that's for wood chips. So I am curious here. Let's look at the map here. So yeah, so you can see the sawmill's blinking because there's a great demand there. And there's a great demand at the sell point down here. Now see, the great demand should be blue, just like it is here at the sawmill. $100 for wood chips. No one really cares. As I scroll along for the edge grain vault black, that's the sell point, I'm not seeing anything blue in the upper line. Unless it'll probably show up here and say, hey, it was here all along. Yeah, there's nothing there. So yeah, so the factory, like I said, the update in the factory, we had the cardboard before, the pallets, the paper, and now it's fence posts. And you can see the prices are pretty much anywhere from 200 to 225. I am starting to see some prices around 230, which is good. A little bit more never hurts. So yeah, with the money here that we're going to earn from all these trees, like we already know, $100, yeah, $100,000 for the cell phone tower. And then, depending on how the money goes, I may pay off a little bit of the loan, because we do owe $1.2 million. The placeables for the cow barn, and I really haven't decided on the chicken pasture yet. The cow barn I'm pretty well set on. It's not what I've used. I'm not sure where I got it from. I've had it for a while. I think I may have gotten it from the Giants Mod Hub. And maybe when I place it down, you people can say, oh yeah, I've seen that, and that's where you got it from. Sometimes when when you're searching for mods, at least when I am, I go to a lot of different sites, and sometimes I just download them so I can check them out. And I don't use them, and then after I decide to put them in a video, sometimes someone asks me, where did you get that mod at? And I'm like, that's a good question. That is a darn good question. If you could see my mod page when I loaded a new map, oh man, is that a pain. Anytime I start a new map right now in Farming Simulator 19, with all the mods I got, I wish they would break it down in categories like they do when you go to the mod hub list on Giants website or when you log on the game, and they break it down into categories. I wish it would do that when you start a map. Yeah, I got too many mods. I don't activate them all when I play a map, so because a lot of them, some I do test before I start a map or show it in a video. Other ones I just like, this looks good. I can't wait to put it in there because, let's say like the chicken coop. I'm looking for a chicken coop for here, and it may be maybe time like, this is the episode I'm going to put it down. So I just go on a site and also I see one. I'm like, yep, that's it. Let's go record a video, see what happens. Kind of like we had the problem with the old tractor that we had here. It looked great. I tried it out. The only thing I didn't do when I tested it out was put a front loader on it. And yeah, then it ghosted itself. I'm like, yeah, that's not good. That's not what you want. So we are making a little bit of money as the day goes along, thanks to our 2 solar power plants and the scrapyard paying their fees. Yeah, so with the extra money, I kind of want to pay off some of the loan, and then I don't want to say decorate around the house, but I want to put the white picket fence around the house a little bit by the main gate. Start putting down some trees, and not these kind of trees, but either oaks or elms. Just keep piling up the trees, Peanut. That's all you got to do. You're making money as you go along. It's just not coming in at the moment, that's all. And this is what I do. I just keep cutting down trees. I say I need to go in this general direction. Then after I go a little distance, I'm like, okay, am I going the direction I really need to be going in? All right, let's take the drone perspective. All right, so yeah, we're pretty much at the top of the knoll, I think. I mean, that's where we are. It's kind of hard to even see the road from up here, but it's not that bad. Yeah, so once I peek out here, I think we'll start clearing a little spot for it. I was going to say, wait a minute, I got the money now because I was able to see the blueprint. That was before I bought the land and before I started recording. I checked it out just to see how big of a footprint it was. It's not that big. Man, do I need the case Puma. Bring it up here and start flattening out some of these stumps. Yeah, I don't think I want to bring a road up from the scrapyard up to here because it's going to be kind of steep. And it actually doesn't look that bad in here. And plus with putting in another road, I can start looking into maybe clearing out an area on this road over here to maybe start putting down another field or something like that. And definitely the first few fields we put down are probably going to be cereal crop, just so I can get straw, so I can have bedding and whatnot for the cows. Like I said, I haven't figured out if I want to do a meat market or just sell the cows outright. The thing is about selling the cows outright, I will lose a little bit because I got to pay a transportation fee because there's a livestock market here. So it's not like I can just bring the cows back to the livestock market with my own trailer. If I have the meat market, I can bring the cows to the meat market. Well, I think from where the drone's looking, this is, I don't know if this is the highest spot here on the map, but it's pretty darn close. So I think this is where the cell phone tower is going to be placed, right in this little area right here. Oh, stuck in a tree. So let's come on down here and just start clearing out a little bit of an area. Like I said, it doesn't need to be that big. But if I see a tree, it's coming down. Am I going to cut down every tree in this map? I doubt it, but never know. There'd be one way to figure out how many trees are actually on the map is just start cutting them all down, right? I'd be here forever doing that. Yeah, so like I said, the footprint for this cell phone tower is not too big. I should have enough logs laying on the ground and in the trailer to go ahead and pay for it. So that's not a problem. What I think I need to do here is, in between episodes, is go around, pick up all the logs like I already got down the ground, sell them all, bring the Case Puma up this quote-unquote road, cut all the stumps. In other words, clean up the ground. Get the trees and stumps out of the ground in between episodes. And we can start like next episode by maybe having the company come up and put the tower down while we continue our road on down to the peninsula. And then once we get kind of to the peninsula, it's like try to find a road down to the sawmill. And once we get down to the sawmill, we kind of have like our own little circle. And maybe we'll start seeing some traffic around here. Not that I really want to see too much traffic around here, but we'll liven up the joint just a little bit. And then we can watch some of the money roll in while I bring in more trees. Like I said, I want to pay off at least $200,000 on the loan just to get it to $1 million. That'd be nice. And then maybe take the extra cash after that. And like I said, maybe start decorating the front of the house with some different kind of trees, elms and oaks. Some fence posts. I haven't tried those fences yet, so well, I may put them down and not like them at all. And then also, maybe put down a silo bunker. We need a silo. I don't need it right away, but I would like to put down the silo so I can also decorate around the silo and put fence posts around there. You know, that whole thing. Make it all look nice. A lot of those stuff is not that expensive. So this should be more than big enough of an area, he says. Let me turn that engine off here. I mean, it looks big enough. Yeah, it should fit it, I do believe. Yeah, so there is the road on down. So what I'll do is, yeah, probably next episode we'll put down the cell phone tower. I'll have all these logs and tree stumps removed, I hope. And what we'll do is when we bring the tree harvester down, I'll probably just make the road a little bit wider. Just one tree row's worth. And then, yeah, we can start working our way on down more towards the peninsula. But yeah, we made actually pretty good progress today so far. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not calling it quits for the day. The rest of my day will be off camera. Like I said, I got a lot of logs to pick up and tree stumps to grind. But I'll bring on down the road to where the Case Puma is so you can see how far we have actually gotten. So I do have a couple areas where I try to make a turnaround for the Volvo trucks. When I get enough logs, I can have some areas to turn around in. But yeah, right here is where we made it to. So not too bad. The Case Puma is there somewhere. There it is, hiding in the trees. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see anything from here. As I go further up. I said further up. There we go. There we go. Now we're kind of straight up from where we are. So you can see the main farm there. There's Three Brothers over there. The peninsula is just right over there. It looks like it might get a little steep going down towards there. And the sawmill is, I don't want to say just right there. And the scrapyard is there. So, yeah, maybe 60% of the way there. Yep, so this is right where we are. Here's the Case Puma. Yeah, all the tree stumps are gone out of here. Just like a lot of logs to sell. All that good stuff. Yeah, so hopefully starting the next episode, we'll have at least 100 grand to put on the cell phone tower. And more money to come in. Start making some more roads. Maybe we'll do a little bit of landscaping on the road up to the cell phone tower as well. Just to make it look nice. To make it look like even more progress has been made. But that's going to do it for today, guys. A lot of tree cutting. Oh, yeah, so before we go, let's see how many trees I actually cut down today. No, that's not the right one. So I cut down 104 trees today for a total of 1,288 so far. Yeah, we're cutting down some trees. You can see I've been at it for an hour, almost an hour and a half now. Yeah, we're cutting down trees left and right, or mostly straight ahead. Straight ahead, Captain. So like I said, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time at Green Mountain Forest. But until then, have a good one.